We all know the story, but here is what I have to say. The first strike is this. I doubt that they were going to kidnap him. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Octavia, and I am back with another video. Welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Octavia. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Washington, D.C. Here on my channel, I like to talk about what's happening in today's time, calling out different people, calling out different things that I notice, but I also like to take it back in time so that we don't make the same mistakes and we understand the characteristics and the personalities of the people that came before us. So, today will be yet another Alpo video. And until, the haters get on board, because it's more and more that try to say disrespectful things about my content or about me personally, and then switch their tone once I say what I have to say in response. And as I spot out different things about Alpo and whoever else from back in the day, whether it be 10, 15, 20, 25, or 30 years ago, I'm going to speak on it. So, today we will be talking about the day that Alpo got shot. And just so I had all of my facts together, because I already had what I want to say, I watched it again just now. So, it's very fresh. We all know who Alpo is, and we all know the story, but here is what I have to say. So, in this 5-minute video, Alpo is detailing his process in recruiting Wayne Perry. And I already spoke on that. It is what it is, and I will leave it at that. But he also talks about the day that he got shot. And in his words, kidnapped. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, I'm going to start this off where he started. He said that the dude that went with him to help him murder Rich Porter, or better yet, Big Head Gary, because he didn't say the name, which, you already snitched on people, so you might as well just say the name again. He mentions that Big Head Gary was beefing with some dudes from another territory, and, in turn, that means that all of them are beefing with that other territory. It was a mutual standoff, if you will. So, he basically says, it was because of the stuff that Big Head Gary got himself into or whatever. Then he says that a person from their hood, which is the other side, wanted to kind of be the peacemaker between the two. And okay, the first strike is this. That's a op. Okay, that's the opposition. And you should never try to be cool with the opposition if Big Head Gary, which was still alive at the time, he was still beefing with them. So, you're trying to get cool with the peacemaker. Does Wayne Perry and Big Head Gary and all the people that you mentioned and that was a part of your crew know about that? And the reason why I say you're trying to be cool, you're trying to sell cars to him. You're trying to show him cars, sell him cars or something. You should never trust the opposition. Listen, if it's a war between all of y'all like you said, but you still tried to separate it like it was just Big Head Gary shit, that's y'all shit. That's how DC go. And that's y'all beef. So, did Wayne Perry and them know that you was trying to do that? Number one, he's saying he mailed Wayne Perry out before, and he talked about them getting cool beforehand, before him getting shot. Yeah, that's definitely the first strike. You trying to be cool with the opposition. Next, he says that, the opposition, which they do, turn They are loyal to their own hood. And you were probably surprised about that. But if you were from here, you wouldn't be so easy to trust the ops. You wouldn't. Because that means that it's so easy to get to you when you're talking about money. All money is not good money. And I think you learned that. But I move on. Next, Alpo says that he got shot and almost kidnapped. And while he did get shot, I doubt that they were going to kidnap him. And I say that for a number of reasons. I say that because being as though I'm from DC, I can tell you that kidnappings are not very common. And when I say not very common, like they really don't happen if you're not somebody. And not to say that he wasn't somebody. I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, with the medallions and everything. I'm sure that made you feel like somebody. I'm sure that some people really did look at you like somebody. But let's be clear. DC is not a place where organized crime takes place. DC has never been like New York, where they literally have the mob, the mafia, where kidnappings do take place. And when those kidnappings do take place, there's a certain process that happens. And there's a certain order that takes place where they execute this kidnapping successfully. And my thing is this. I highly doubt that they would have wanted to kidnap you, only because I know how real the hate is here. So if they hated you as much as, you know, it was a war, right? They would have been satisfied with just taking your life. Seriously. I'm dead serious. And that's how much of somebody you were. That's how much of somebody that you are. A place like DC, I can say for myself personally that the hate goes that far. That if it's an actual war, like you were saying, they couldn't get their hands on y'all. Y'all couldn't get y'all hands on them. That's a war. If the enemy can fire at you and shoot, where are they kidnapping you to? And that's one thing that I know about young adults. They were around their 20s, early 20s. A lot of us are getting kicked out of our parents' homes. Which, you know, you got to spread your wings and figure it out. But a lot of us don't have a stable home. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are in and out of this place, or, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't have it all together at this point. And I'm sure, you know, being in the trenches, there are trap houses and this and that. But where are they? Where were they going to take you? And a kidnapping just to kill you somewhere else? DC people, DC killers, they don't do that. And I'm not speaking for all of them, because I know that, you know, a situation that he was into with Wayne Perry about kidnapping a witness.
But when they kidnapped this witness, they killed her elsewhere. They did not hold her for ransom. So that just coincides with what I'm saying.
And I feel like he was saying it like, to kidnap you for ransom. Who's going to pay it? You came down here. So that means we're going to have some connects in New York, which we don't have. Or somebody higher up that fucks with you that's going to pay your ransom for what? According to you, you were self-made. You did this shit yourself. So who the fuck is going to pay the ransom? That's my only question. Who's gonna pay it? It's not very likely that he would have got kidnapped. That night, I guarantee you, and by the grace of God, you know what I'm saying? By the grace of God, only one or a few bullets hit him. Or maybe it was just one. But nonetheless, by the grace of God, he made it out of that. But they would have squashed you. They wouldn't have kidnapped you. If they would have gotten the great enough chance, they would have boxed you in and squashed you and extinguished you. Not kidnapped you. DC is not a part of organized crime. You know what I'm saying? A criminal organization is different from organized crime. And that might not be facts to everybody, but that's facts to me. So, that's really all I have to say on the day that Alpo got shot and almost kidnapped. I will have another video that will be coming out on Alpo snitching before snitching to the feds. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. It's your girl, Octavia, and I will see you guys in my next video.